For many who hear about an autism spectrum, a lot of the time people's minds go from a linear spectrum from least autistic to most autistic. I wanted to tell you today that is not accurate. That is a very outdated approach. And today we're going to be talking about what an autism spectrum actually looks like. My name is Angela. I'm an RDI consultant here at Ausome Match Autism Services. Today we're looking at what the autism spectrum actually looks like. And you might be surprised to know it's actually a circle. It encompasses all areas of life, such as relationship, communication, executive function, sensory concerns, all these areas. And it's all in this pie chart. And now each section is an area that you fall somewhere on this spectrum. So as an autistic person, maybe you struggle a lot with social challenges, but you have wonderful gross and fine motor skills. So in that pie column for socials, you would maybe rate a little bit higher on that. Where in the pie chart for gross motor or fine motor skills, you might rate a little bit lower on that. In this giant circle of the spectrum, we all fall somewhere in it. I know for myself, I struggle with sensory concerns. I can't stand when I'm overheated. I can't think straight. I can't function. I can't do anything. So for me, I know I rate really high on that category, but my social interaction skills aren't as bad. So maybe I would rate myself a little bit lower on that category. And so while you hear someone say, oh, they're high functioning or low functioning, again, we don't use terms like that anymore because it can actually be quite harmful for someone. So some of the areas of these pie charts: interoceptive, proprioceptive, emotional intensity, communication differences, relationships, executive function, special interest and intense interest in research, STEMs, sensory. These are all areas that we can look at, and we can kind of guide you on where you are on the spectrum. I would love for you guys to challenge us, to enter in the chat and say, hey, this is where I've fallen on the spectrum. It's a way that we can use this to connect with our children a little bit better when understanding that they may struggle in this area, but maybe not so much in this area. So we know how to guide them. So that's all for today. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.